intent, money, and reasons. In this video, I'll talk about interview preparation for F1, B1/B2 visa. Bijoux.ngwanda here, immigration lawyer in the DC metropolitan area. If you're new to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe. If you're not new, welcome back. Thank you for subscribing, and please don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. If you enjoy the content, please go ahead and share, like, and don't forget to comment below. We're almost getting there, people. Come on, go ahead and share those videos so we can get to 10,000 subscribers so that we can do live, or we should just go ahead and do lives so that you can get motivated to be sharing my videos. Come on, people, let's get to 10,000 subscribers. Okay, and let's get right into it. Basically, today we are going to be talking about interviews, the art of mastering those interviews, and today's subject is only F1 visa for student, international student, and B1/B2, that's visitor or business type of visa, non-immigrant type of visas. Okay, let's start with F1 visa. What is the main purpose? What is that they are trying to accomplish when somebody goes at the consulate for the interview? Pretty much they're trying to find out two things: the intent and the money. So if you can actually afford to be paying those fees. Remember, those international fees are so high that they have to make sure that if you're coming as an international student, you pretty much have a sponsor in place and you will be able to afford those student fees. Let's start with intent. Remember, with student, the only thing you have to show is that you have a single intent, no dual intent. You cannot show up at that interview with dual intent, meaning that you want to have a lawful status, non-immigrant status, and on top of it, you want to intend to actually transition to an immigrant status, pretty much like adjusting status. You cannot show those intent. You only have to show one intent, that you are going for one purpose only, to study, and you can actually afford your school fees. You can afford to pay for it. Okay, that's about intent. Intent pretty much is being able to tell the officer, look, I am going there because I have school. I have been admitted and I want to study. And how do you show single intent? You show single intent by providing evidence of ties, that you have ties in your country of origin, or basically where you are coming from. You have ties, family members. Let's say if you are essentially, if you come from a family, a large family, you have grandparents, you have parents, you have sister, brothers, family ties. That will show them that you have ties in your country, and you can't just walk away just like that and forget. And you can show how traditionally family is so important to you. You can't just go and stay there forever. So that's how you show single intent. You can also show single intent by providing evidence showing your assets. If you have certain assets, or you have certain businesses in your country of origin, or you can show that you're pretty much like a manager of your business and your assets. You have to make sure that it continues that way. That's why, of course, you intend to come back. And again, there's a lot of ways that you can show single intent. And that's really the purpose of this video, is to provide you with some type of information. And if you need more, that's when you schedule consultation to 2751-2180. Email on display and consultation fees apply. But the thing is that if you really want a preparation, we don't go with consultation. We just go with the budget and prepare you for those type of interview. We provide two sessions only, and we will be able to really help you. Okay, and now that you have shown single intent, the second thing is you have to tell them that you can in fact afford your fees. And the way you show, you provide evidence. Let's say that you have a sponsor and the sponsor is your one of your parents or both parents. You show financial statement, their position, if they work, you show their position and how much they make and how many assets in terms of that can be liquidated if, let's say, this income is no longer feasible, right? Then they can liquidate those assets and actually pay for your school fees. So those are the things that you can show, those documents really that can be verifiable. Those documents must be verifiable. They'll see the bank statement, their positions, how much money they make yearly, and how they can actually afford to pay for your fees. Some people do have scholarships. You can show the letter from the school showing your scholarship and how much it is and how much the scholarship is going to cover for the living cost and so forth. So basically, it's pretty simple to show how you are going to afford afford the payment for the school. And in fact, it's even now much easier because some schools require you to show evidence of 2 years of pretty much covering your living costs and the school fees. At that point, really, the consulate has no choice but to give you the visa because you have already proven more than enough that you can in fact support yourself for those 2 years of associate degree or master degree if that's what you are coming for. Okay, so having said that, we have proven 2 points, and now we go into the application itself. So what are certain questions? Of course, you have to pull up the application, and then they will go with the application. And one of the questions they ask really is, why did you choose this specific school? And you have to be able to come up with a reasoning as to why you have chosen this specific school. And for example, let's say you're going for technical type of studies or pretty much technology. You can in fact say that the school provided a lot of advanced studies or courses in terms of technology, and in some universities in my country, those type of schools and those type of courses are not being provided there. That's why I choose this specific school. Okay, and then they will ask you about like, do you have family in the United States? Just they want to see if you're really going to slink away and then just stay, right? But you have to be able to answer truthfully as far as what type of relationship you have with people here in the United States. Be able to show that. But remember that now with COVID-19, it comes a point where they will ask you that, well, if the school is providing courses online, and because we are in the state of emergency, basically, even though it's opening up slowly, they might ask you questions as far as why can you just learn in your home country and use internet as a way of learning online. And my friend, you just have to be able to answer that question truthfully, because some of the countries, especially where I came from, internet is not really in the hands of everybody. Not everybody can actually afford to have internet and Wi-Fi connection to start studying really like the way we are studying here. So that could be a valid reason, provided that you come from those type of countries. But if, let's say, your country is so developed, but again, you have to be able to give a reason. One of the reasons could be that your way of learning, maybe you learn easily in a sitting setup. Really, it has to be one-on-one. You can see the instructor, you can collaborate with other classmates. That's how you learn, and that's a valid reason as well. So just be aware that the main purpose is for them to see whether you have dual intent, and if they can they can find out that you do not have dual intent, and you can actually, in fact, support your studies. My friend, that's easy. So you can get your F1 visa, and then you have secondary questions as well, as far as the application, specific school, and the type of studying that you want to do, whether in your country of origin, why you cannot do those type of studies, and why you're just choosing to travel to the US when online schooling is available. Just be aware that you those are the type of questions they might actually ask you. Okay, so let's move on to B1/B2 visa. The main goal when it comes to tourist or business type of visa, like visitor type of visa, B1, B2, is to find out the purpose behind your travel. That's the main reason, the purpose behind your travel, or the reasons behind your travel. You have to pretty much know it by heart. Why are you traveling? Pretty simple. I'm traveling because I am going to visit my uncle in the US. Okay, that's pretty much simple. Why are you traveling? If you're traveling as a visitor, that could be a reason. Another reason could be, I'm traveling because I'm going to attend a conference on this particular subject. Okay, and that's it. That's the purpose, right? And now they go deeper into well, they're gonna ask about family ties. If you have a family in the US, it's just for them to know and pretty much assess and see whether you were really intentionally planning to stay, whether you have a hidden motive, really, if you have a dual intent. Because remember, even for those type of visa, you must only have one single intent to visit and go back. Okay, and you have to be able to demonstrate that. So, and then when they finish with that, they will go with other questions. Okay, they will go with other questions. They will go with questions such as, why are you traveling within this specific time? Let's say you're traveling in the summer. Let's say, why are you traveling in summer? Maybe that's why you have a break from school, or maybe that's when you have a break from school, or that's when you got a break from your work. That's when you get your yearly vacation from work. So that's why you chose the specific time of traveling. Let's say it's for a business, a conference. Of course, that's when the conference is being held. There's no other time for me to travel than this specific time. And that's pretty much it. And then they'll look at where you're going to stay. If you're going to stay at the hotel, you have to provide them with proof of lodging, for how long you're going to stay at that hotel, if you've already paid, book, stuff like that. Airline ticket, on the trip, of course, not a one-way. And there's a lot of things too you can show. Maybe you're going to stay at a friend's house, then they have to provide like some type of affidavit showing that you're going to stay at their place. They have 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, depending on the arrangement that you guys are making with them. Okay, and pretty much the insurance part is gone, right? Remember, under Trump, they had this thing called, you have to be able to show proof of insurance or money in case of health emergency. That one is gone, finito. So you don't have to worry about that part. Only you can worry about how to defend yourself. Okay, that's it. When it comes to interview, it's pretty much if you know the reasons behind those interviews, then you will be better prepared. So this is just a summary. There are more to it, but those interviews really do not last long, maybe 10 minutes or 15 minutes. They don't have that much time because they have a lot of people for those type of visas. Okay, if you know the reasons behind those interviews, then you will do well. And if you want to know more, you can go revisit this same video and watch it again. If not, then you can call my office for consultation or for arrangement. Okay, so we can go ahead and prepare you for those type of interviews, so you'll be ready and answer those questions in a way that will give you that type of visa that you are looking for. Okay, Bijoux.ngwanda here, immigration lawyer in the DC metropolitan area, and this was US Immigration. Until next time, bye bye.